Take a look at that face, everyone. You'll never see him look like that ever again, and I've known him for a very long time. Here, this is to celebrate 10 years of you being here and being very active in the F&B scene here in Singapore. It's okay to cry. You know, let it all out if you have to. We brought the bear along because the bear is a mascot of Berlin. Okay, now we're not going to make Peter say anything yet. We want him to enjoy this moment, folks, because I think he's a bit overwhelmed and overcome with emotion. So I'm going to hand the mic over right now to a lady who, together with her team, has worked very, very hard to make this event possible. She's a dear friend of Peter's. She herself has also attempted to make her mark, and has made her mark, as a matter of fact, on the food and beverage scene here in Singapore. The founder of At-Sunrice, Kwan Lui.
So I have to read my speech now. But Peter, smile a little bit.
Yeah, really lost. I don't know what to say.
For once, the industry caught him surprised, right? Okay. Anyway, we are gathered here, Peter, to celebrate the success, the 10 years of your success of Knipp Holdings, the World Gourmet Summit, the 10 years of magazine. Hello, bear with me. Yeah. More specifically, we're here to tell you how much we appreciate your support, your contribution to the chef's profession and to the F&B industry. Okay. I was in Peter's house for a dinner, and it was a very small celebration. Peter was in a pensive mood, and you know, even though he took his jacket off 10 years ago, he can still cook an impressive meal if he wants to, even though it's a little bit with his flesh and blood. He was a little bit out of practice, his knives were a little bit rusty, he cut himself that night. So, anyway, just before dinner, we were taking for a tour, and because he wanted to show us his renovated house, which is beautiful. And when I got to his study, I asked to show us his collection, his lifelong collection of antique Mont Blanc pens. Do you remember that, Peter? So anyway, I know, Peter, we all know that you've given us a lot, and with a lot of time, energy, and, you know, even a collection like a lifelong Mont Blanc pens. Now, all of us in this room know that to serve associations and to promote the profession is an endless and thankless challenge. From breaking barriers with government agencies and officers who never have to sit over a hot stove to cook a great meal, to every time, you know, when we are having meetings with Peter, he's often interrupted by chefs who call him or send him SMS. And as simple things like writing a recipe, many chefs cannot even write proper recipes, so Peter had to help them. Sometimes they call him, how do I get the next promotion? He has to coach them. And quite often, when they are going overseas to represent Singapore in a culinary event, you know, they have to learn to speak to the director of HR so that they can be taken leave. Things like that, but that gives us an idea how much he has to do to promote. So, the day after Peter's dinner, I asked Christoph, where is Chef? I asked Chef, I said, can we have a party for Peter? And so Christoph, in his perfectionist way, planned for tonight's event meticulously, including a little rain to welcome Peter. I want to thank Christoph for this evening program. And can you hear me? I want to thank Sylvie for having the courage to keep Project Code 10 absolutely top secret. The main plan was, if we couldn't get you here, she was going to tell you she has acute appendicitis. And you know they are celebrating their anniversary this month, so Peter will be there when she's sick. For volunteering his service tonight and bringing us a little bit of his WGS MC personality. I would like to thank Otto for escorting Peter to the surprise party. And most of all, I would like to thank every one of you for joining us here tonight. So, Peter, a number of invited guests have sent their best wishes and apologies for not being able to make it tonight. Very close. I have to take classes from Daryl, how to be a MC. Anyway, here's one of them from John Sloan. So I read it to you, okay? John represents WAX. He's also the Continental Director for Asia. Dear colleagues, tonight we gather to acknowledge PK as he is affectionately known by most of us. It coincides with 3 milestones in the F&B calendar for this year in Singapore. They are, 1, Asia Cuisine magazine reaching 10 years in circulation. At-Sunrice having completed a major refurbishment and establishing itself as a truly international culinary academy. Singapore Chefs Association and chefs in general being recognized by the government for their contributions and professionalism. All 3 are not achievable without vision and dedication. PK has gone strength to strength with his publication, and he has been a strong advocate for At-Sunrice since its inception, when I remember Kwan made a presentation to SEA committee. The third has been about his continual support in featuring chefs in his publication and his unending lobbying for chefs' recognition in government circles in conjunction with another icon from our industry, Otto Weiber. So Peter, I'm not here in person tonight, but believe me, I am here in spirit. You may have hung up your chef's jacket 10 years back, but at heart, you have shown you believe and support many initiatives that relate to improving the image and profession of chefs and other disciplines in the F&E industry. I now raise my coat. I got to tell you this punchline. I now raise my coat in Jeddah. Can you hear it? He's in Jeddah, so he can't drink. Anyway, I now raise my coat in Jeddah and salute you. So enjoy the moment, big guy. Culinary regards, John Sloan. So the challenge for us tonight is that we want to tell Peter, and we want him to be so touched that he needs a bucket for his happy tears tonight, to make up for all the years of frustration. So as the evening rolled out, please feel free to come out and share your appreciation of Peter, and also to each other, because we've all come a long way together. We're not going to let Peter speak yet. We're going to let him relax, and all of us are going to have some fun together. So we could sing the song. Oh, I just have one more sentence. We could sing the song, he's a jolly good fellow, right? But Peter is more than a jolly good fellow. Actually, he intimidates us, so but he really, truly is a Singapore icon. And those of you with glass of wine with you, please give Peter a toast. Yes, to Peter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kwan. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I've been in media and engineering for a very long time, and we rehearsed this from here, from up there, from down there. The mic will, yes, the rain must have messed things up a bit. We do seek your apology and indulgence if the sound was coming in and out. So I'm told I have to stand here with one leg hanging over the stairs, my left hand pointing up for the mic to actually work. Okay, so I'm going to try my very best. Folks, Christoph and his team have really event. So we're going to make it very special, but to do that we need to ask you for your participation. We need to ask you to indulge us by getting involved in some activities we have planned for you. And by the way, the Knipp family is also going to be getting involved in these activities we have planned. So first thing we have to do is to ask you perhaps to gather in your four different clusters based on the wristbands that you actually have. And if you take a look, we've got wave your hand. Yellow and purple, right? Yellow, blue, orange, and purple. Can perhaps maybe everybody with their corresponding color on the wristband gather with these At-Sunrice staff right now. So can you wave your hand with orange? Over there, orange is over there. The gentleman, orange t-shirt, yellow. Yellow. There you go, right in front here. Blue is where Kwan is, the young lady in blue. And purple is right over there. Right over there at the end. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, what we are going to do is to take you on a spice hunt through the spice gardens. You will be envelope and so on and so forth till we get through all the 5 envelopes. Now, it's a beautiful evening. Thank God the rain has stopped. We want to make sure that everyone has a pretty good, fun time getting us on the way. So I think that we have Matt who's giving up the envelopes right now. Our various team leaders in the you'll find a clue, you'll find instructions to tell you where you need to go. The spice gardens here at At-Sunrice. So the people of At-Sunrice have worked very hard to plan this for you. We want to ensure that you can complete the entire spice hunt. So have a good time, everybody. I think you should be gathering in your groups right now. For guests who have just joined us, good evening. In case you haven't realized, this is the surprise celebration of Peter Knipp's 10 years in the business. It's also an occasion to just thank the man for all stopping. So we certainly hope to have all of you enjoy yourselves. One table. The nearest one. You're supposed to now go to the final part of your challenge. This is form. So are you orange? Orange over here?
Orange. Orange.
Orange.
Purple is going to be right in front of me. And
Get something.
Makes sense.
Ginger tea. Peter's tea is lopstick and have vanilla in the pot. What does this read to your peace?
Okay, got it. P-E-T. You. Peter. That's Peter. R.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You. Peter. That's it.
Write it in. Just write it in. Where's the pen? No, you're supposed to cut it out.
Actually.
I'll tear them out there. You just do the next one. I'll tear it out. Do the next one.
Yeah, take off.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
you got the last take. First group that does this, we crown the winning group. It looks like yellow has the let's give yellow 4 points. All our friends from the yellow team. A book on Asian herbs and spices for all of you, something small to take away with you. We have everyone eventually getting there, but yellow was the first group that did it. So we have a photograph on the wall as well, folks. A bit of a gallery He's changed or he's still staying the same. Either way, it's a scary thought. Whenever you're ready, folks, take a look at the drink. To make your way over here, ladies and gentlemen, and take a seat. Pick any chair, but every chair has got every chair has got fruits, spa. To help you exfoliate, it's meant to perk you up. It's a very, very unique and they are a very, very sensitive part of your body. So we're hoping that in squashing and squishing the fruit, you're gonna enjoy the star fruit, watermelon. The last person to finish squishing is to finish all the fruits. The feeling of really squishing the fruit. You want to jump, you want to dance, you want to eat the fruit after that. You really leave it to you. It really helps you. Hey, you want to stand up? Stomp, stomp, stomp. It feels good. Make a mess. Keep moving, everyone. It's fun. It's fun. Do what comes naturally. Are beginning to clean up right now, ladies and gentlemen. In about a couple of minutes' time, we're going to welcome Otto Weibel, a gentleman who has known Peter for many, 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 many years. And in fact, a gentleman who many of you do know very well, to say a few words about Peter and present him with a rather special gift. It is all about you, Knipp, this evening. So as you clean up now and get your shoes on, we'll be welcoming in about a minute's time. Unique and special gift that we've really busted the bank for you. I hope you understand that, okay? Otto?
Thank you. Can you hear me? Yeah. I met Peter actually the first time about early 80s. That time he was very skinny. He was always tall, but he was only bones. He looked actually quite funny. But look today, I believe all of you, this guy have changed, huh? Some say he's even handsome now. At this time also, you know, I met Peter sometime on food competition and on different kind of food competition. And he had always this funny dish, you know, black chicken, stuffed black chicken, you know, and it was so funny. I saw the week on that competition, and I think he just put it in the freezer. 2 months later, he takes it out, jelly it again, and put it on the next food competition. and even won gold medal. Can you mention? That is easy. In 1990, Peter was appointed the executive chef of the new restored Raffles Hotel, and he was very lucky and happy because he got the biggest chef office in whole Singapore. It was about 2 by 2 meters. For many years that I have planned the kitchen and his office, because I know his famous love story with Mr. Buri, you know. You know, so I know Buri didn't go too much. 3 of them are here, executive chefs in hotel in Singapore. So Peter did a hell of a lot for the culinaries. But he was also a guy who kicked asses, you know. Sometimes not the nicest guy, you know, but he's a chef, you know. And then about in 1996, right, you hang up your cook jacket, but I still believe, like they said before, there is still Chef Peter a little bit in there. And you know, when I see him sometime in the kitchen, he still feels the heat, you know. And once in a while, we invite him to come on the chef's table, and he likes to cook. So usually, you know, for cooking, we take the cooking wine. For Peter, he takes Chateau Talbot. And then he asks, is the sauce good? Any idiot can cook a sauce like that, right? Peter also was a committee member in the Chef Association, He still actually is a committee member, and he shows very often up, 2 times a year. But in all this time, I remember when he was vice president, he started this little Mickey Mouse magazine. You know, it's called that time the Cuisine and Wine Scene. And it was more or less for giving cooks, chefs information about the Singapore Chef Association. And I think today you will see what he has done with this. I mean, it's not only his work, I know Subi maybe have more work on it, but today I believe it's worldwide. We're not the best magazine in food, you know, so congratulations, you did a super job. Voilà. What else I have to say? I think in his professional life, you know, we all know Peter is very successful. He is thriving, you know, he has a lot of drive, he has passion, and is sometimes a tough guy. But whatever he takes in his hand, you can be sure it's going to be successful. I mean, he has done World Gourmet Summit, he has done many, many different events. He has helped tremendously the Chef Association, the chefs of Singapore, in organizing a lot of different events. And I have to say, I'm looking up at Peter, not only why I'm shorter, you know, but it's a guy I really can say, wow, great guy. And believe me, I think always it needs not only a man, it needs also Supi, helps him a lot, and that is fantastic, you know. I think you've done a lot for Peter too. So Peter, I like to congratulate you for 10 years Knipp Holdings, and I hope there will be another 20 years coming in the future. And I have to say regards from Frank. Frank, unfortunately, had to go to Kuala Lumpur, and he sends his regards, best wishes to you. Right? All the best. You're a great guy. And it's great for many, many hours we have spent together in friendship. Sometimes we had a little fight, but I think we had great hours together. Thank you very much. Take care. All the best.
Your love for cars means to you. We know that if you couldn't be Schumacher, you would have loved to drive a Ferrari. So we have gone out there and we've just done it for you, haven't we? Of course, now we didn't buy you the Ferrari, you understand. We love you, but we don't love you that much. Okay? But we hope that it's all about the experience in food and beverage and entertainment. So we hope that you enjoy the Ferrari experience if you don't enjoy the Ferrari. So would you like to come up here now, Peter? We want to present you with our Ferrari key. Show it off to everyone. No, show everyone, really. And Christoph, you will now show Peter what the key will get him. Would you please? There you go, Peter. Something to keep with you in the office. Okay, now we're not going to let you speak yet. You will have your chance. Okay? So enjoy the Ferrari. And I know your boys are a little bit grown up, right? But maybe you can keep this, and in maybe, I don't know, 5-10 years time, your grandkids can get into this. Right? So, I said 5-10 years time, okay, so no worries. We will let you speak later, no worries. There will be your time. There will be your time. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do now is part 3 before dinner. Dinner's ready. We have a beautiful evening, thank God there's no rain. But before that though, we've heard so much about the black chicken soup and yada, 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 yada. You know, this is a cooking school, right? At-Sunrice. You know where I'm going with this, right? Someone said earlier that don't know whether Peter can still cook and whether Peter still has it in him and so on and so forth. We have so many chefs here, I'm sure, who would love to see you pull off this black chicken soup thing. So, I'm going to ask Christoph to lead you into the At-Sunrice cooking classroom and ask everyone, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite you for a once in a lifetime cooking class conducted by Master Chef, her director, Peter Knipp. We have got 10 cooking stations in there, We'll start now, and you're supposed to talk everyone through it as well as you cook. So I'm going to hold the microphone for you, and this is your time to guide people through.
Peter, be nice, okay, Peter?
You guys have no idea how much trouble you're in. Anybody from Yu Yang is disqualified? Prohibited, Mr. Chan. Stewed black chicken with Chinese herbs. You got the recipe?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. You got the black chicken?
Yes.
The gentleman boils the water and the lady cuts the chicken into 6 pieces.
I brought the water.
Actually, if you're organized, my chicken is already cut, you know. Baskets. Alice, stop reading. Bring the water to a boil. And Peter Chan, stop giving instructions. Start cooking. Cook for becoming mothers, not for you. Rob, is your water already boiling?
Once the chicken in hot water, remove it, sir.
You dip the black chicken into hot water for a very short period of time. Is your chicken already blanched now? You guys are very slow. I'm already done. What's happening? My God, you're slow. So when you blanch the chicken, you remove it. And what do you do with the water, Mr. Andrew?
Drink it.
Okay, can you give a glass, please, for Mr. Andrew? He wants to drink the water.
By the way, we actually have a prize for the group that Peter deems is the best group. Yes, question.
Sylvie's group disqualified or no?
Sylvie's group, is she disqualified? Can Sylvie take part?
Why not? No, I hope you all followed. I'm already ahead of the game. Chicken is blanched. Stuff is cooking.
Such a show off.
Hey, I mean, everybody is looking. You're not working. What is the first prize? It's driving the Ferrari, right?
That's right.
And
15 minutes to go, Peter.
Let's get it up.
We're supposed to get this out as well. All the roots. We leave the
roots gecko.
Yeah, just the gecko.
Why is it we don't have proper kitchen equipment here? Where's the strainer? What is this here?
Look at that, perfectly blanched chicken. See how the steam is rising? Chef, can you go in the sink?
Ginger slice, oyster sauce. That looks like oyster sauce.
Okay, Peter, you want to talk them through what you just did so people can follow you?
Hey, listen, they're all talking about what they did on the weekend. They're still trying to decipher the recipe, so let them have good luck, you know. Otto, why are you cutting the ginger? It's supposed to be cut by Flora.
Our oyster sauce.
What's next?
Are you guys all, is the chicken already boiling? Yeah. I see your wife is watching what you're doing. Now you are.
We got about 6 minutes more to go. We got some great smells in this place. I am so hungry, I tell you. Your dish, This is the final event of the evening. After this, Peter will crown the winning group, prizes for the group, and then we all go out for amazing.
Cut anything, right? Just.
Yeah, we don't need. We have to.
If you look at the projector right now, you will see this.
Yes,
Sicilian black chicken.
All right.
Now, better.
Better just now.
It's not so bitter.
Yes, that's right.
You get to
I enjoy the moment. It's the first time I get a meal served by Flora after.
Peter, just some comments on taste and comment on presentation. You don't need a long story. There's many things to go through. What about taste first?
Quite acceptable.
That's like what, 3 over 10?
No, I think it's about 7.9 out of 10.
Oh, okay. What about presentation? Are you gonna busy scoring? You're very serious about it. I must warn you, Connie is very serious about stuff like this.
Sorry guys, a little bit weak. You put too much water. Not enough reduction, not enough strength. It's about 7.4. It's another stew. Yes, it is. Okay.
Wow. He loved you. If you take a look, it's like a heart-shaped thing. Wow, separate to the chicken.
Small ball. Small ball.
If I ever needed Chinese medicine, I just had a double dose.
Okay.
Most innovative presentation, but hell, that's super. In coffee terms, that was a triple espresso.
That was chef station number 3. What damn heavy, man, this one.
I didn't realize they make chickens that big already.
Aussie black chicken soup.
Aussie, Sicilian, sorry.
Sicilian black chicken soup.
That's the best minestrone I had in a long time.
Thank you, Chef.
Very good, very good. Very nice.
Okay, halfway point.
The presentation is a little bit more elaborate.
Peter, can see from here.
You can see from here, but he's the judge. He's the judge.
Wow, they even spelled your name.
This team has a higher score of brownie points.
I like that one. And taste.
And taste.
Joanna, did you bring some spare Chinese herbs along? Anybody that's not of Asian or Chinese origins will enjoy that. Very light.
We cooked it for you!
I think Brian and I want to be that light one day.
Okay, now this next one's kind of interesting because your 2 boys were involved in this one.
Oh God.
Chef station number 6.
Oh gosh, pressure is on.
Don't be shy.
Wolfhard, don't worry. I don't really listen to the teacher anymore. At least I know you have a future potential in something.
Don't be biased, huh?
Subi, do you have anything to do with the fact that they like to put a lot of chili inside? Very nice, very flavorful, very well balanced. Not bad.
Okay.
Quiet, silence.
Wow. Wow, very interesting presentation.
It's French.
Chicken soup provençal.
We just found the perfect breakfast dish. Orange juice with additional goodness. Uniquely. I gotta be very careful, this has to be politically correct, you know. Because I have to drive this lady home tonight, you know. It's a long drive, guys. Very nice, darling. But not the winner.
Oh, okay.
What is this thing, guys? You never go to Chinese restaurants or what? Supposed to be a soup, ma. Oh yeah, you got stew parade tonight.
But it tastes great.
Don't deny it. Come on. Come on.
Has a lot of potential, indeed. A little more induction in that done the job.
Okay, 2 more to go.
Whoa. This one has grape juice inside.
My goodness, there are grapes inside. There are grapes inside. Go ahead, it's okay. You know.
Very nice. Unfortunately, there's a major flaw with that soup. You did not use aqua panna and San Pellegrino, so I have to deduct your 1 point. Quite tasty. Thank you.
Okay, and finally, chef station number 10, over there.
Oh man. Now I gotta behave, there's a colonel. Very nice.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Peter, stations 1, 2.
I got a problem. We have a tie.
Hope again.
Now I need to ask the audience, do you give a higher mark to experience? Or do you give a higher mark for youthful brashness?
Youthful brashness. Experience and youthful brashness.
Money under the table.
Depends how much you pay, buddy. If I was to go by experience, it's team 10. But considering with not much experience in the kitchen, being served almost every single day, only occasionally washing a plate or two, I think the winning team, with some support from your Choko and Yomio. Team number 6.
Well done, boys. Can we pass the gift to team number 6? You know what? We've got gifts for everyone. We have gifts for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, one final thing we want to do to end this very, very, very enjoyable affair before we take you outside for dinner is we figured that Peter, as good as you are, we need something that you can always keep to, mark this dish and what Christoph has done. You know, chefs are a bit crazy sometimes, you think, right? Christoph insisted on personally sourcing for this gift for you. It's a chicken, Peter. We know you have a house now, no more an apartment. Every Christmas.
Thank you, Christian. I leave further discussions between you and Subi. I'm sure you'll figure that out. Do you want to have a soup at this weekend? Or are you going to look and feed it for a while to come?
Don't worry, Peter.
So, boys, whole front, whole heart, Subi, you can take this up with Christoph, okay?
Oh man,
ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
we
in
hope you had a
trouble.
great time. We're going to let Peter take the mic in a few moments, and not a few moments, but sometime later on during the evening to talk a little bit about himself. But I think all of us are waiting to get some food in us. I'm happy to say we've got a beautiful evening. We have lovely weather. We will be serving dinner outside right now. The buffet will be prepared outside for you, and dessert will be in the room sort of like next to this one. So please, if you will, make your way outside to enjoy what's been a very well-earned meal. It's free seating, be comfortable, everyone knows everyone here. It's like everyone being part of a big family. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy the food, and at about maybe 9 plus, we'll give Peter the mic to say a few words. So please, don't leave early, we don't have to, because we must give Peter a chance to actually say something here this evening. Thank you very much indeed.
Taste some music. I do follow her for the Chinese.
Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Let's see what you have for him. If you can't see it, folks, it's actually a caricature of the 4 stages of Peter Knipp. My goodness, man. Glasses the size of Coke bottles, man.
Whether you believe God made Peter or evolution made Peter, the first in the corner is an egg. Peter was hatched. That's his little angelic baby there. And then it was his teen years where he was aspired to be a chef. And then, of course, our young man, executive chef of the Raffles. And finally, Peter, the prospective tycoon, eventually. He's paid off his debt, by the way. So we'll pass this around for everybody to look at.
Okay, thank you very much, Peter. So maybe perhaps, if you want to take a look, folks, we can pass this around. Shall we do that or not? Well, we'll leave it here for a while. If you want to, you can give it to everybody. We also have 2 people who have known Peter for a very long time. Chef Otto and Chef Eric, where are you? The gentlemen have something for you, Peter. These 2 were pretty impromptu because we didn't know that they had prepared something. I was told that we do have other people with little mementos and gifts for Peter. So we figured we just sort of like, well, since we're all here, we got a table there for him. We thought we'd have everyone who would have something for Peter present it to Peter now. And well, Peter can receive it. Oh, that's very nice, actually. Eric? Yeah, it's working.
But before we give him, we want to give him some. You know, when we were in the Raffles Hotel in 1991, this cut short and straight, flat to the ground. You know? He used to pick up the phone and say, "Peter, can you right now here and right now here now? You hear me?" Who's that? I don't know. I'm on it. I don't know why he's grumbling, but Chef, you got to go down to the office now. Sounds like he wants to see you. How do you know? I don't know. He says, "You freaking." This one only belongs to you, doesn't belong to us. We just work here, you know. So things work out, of course, with some kicking asses, you know. So we know that he loves bike. Me and Otto actually bought this special fix-up thing. You know us, we can cook, but we can't fix. So it took us about 2 weeks to fix up this motorbike. I don't know whether it will work or not, or it will stand until when you go home, it will still be like that. I don't know. But trust us, we have fixed it pretty well. So you have to open it because inside is a good bottle of wine for you. I know you have a nice collection of wine, so Otto, would you like to
Otto wanted to present the wine to Peter. Thank you, Eric.
Handmade water wine.
Thank you, Eric, and thank you, Otto. I understand that we've got some other people who would like to present a couple of things to Peter as well. Do we have anyone else? No?
Sorry to interrupt, but you need to open up.
Oh, you want to open it now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Slowly, this one will fall, slowly. Okay, and you need to take out the bottle of wine and show them. Yeah. How come it's like that?
Shit, what happened to the wine? What happened to the wine?
I'm paying the price.
It's the leftover soup.
Okay, before I hand the microphone over to Peter for a few words, do you have anyone else who has anything they want to present or not? No? Oh, there is the wine. There really is the wine. All right then, if nothing else, Peter said how many words is a few words. I think that you probably know. You've had some time to collect your thoughts, so I'm going to just pass you the microphone and ask you to just talk for it. Here you go.
This is only the second time in my life that happened to me. And traditionally, I don't really like to talk a lot over the phone. I was somewhat surprised. It was a bit of an emotional roller coaster. And frankly speaking, I had to fight back the emotions that came out the moment that I came down with the bike. Told my old lady today that I'll be home hopefully 7:30. Made sure she had a clear soup ready. And she's part of that mafia. Frankly speaking, I don't know whether I deserve all the kindness, the goodwill, and the gestures that have been shown today. I don't think I do. It's not a one-man show. It's not about one. It's about everybody here that's around the table. It's about everybody that couldn't be here tonight. Eric made fun of the Raffles Hotel. 5.5 years of hardship, but I think we accomplished something. Otto made a few comments. Oh, we had lots of comments for 5.5 years. Tall guy, not so tall hotel. Not so tall guy. Why such a tall hotel? Like to keep it polite. Our competitive battles were known, but the competitive battles were for nothing else but the furtherment of the culinary profession. 27 years of my life I spent in the kitchen, 10 years with that company. Our success is your success. But most importantly, to have somebody stand next to me for 25 years and to support me. That to me is success. You like the magazine today? I put the footprint, but who made it what it is? It's my wife, Subi. Those of you that know what work is like in the kitchen, it's not the work, but it's the hours. We met in '82. 3 months later, we got engaged. 6 months later, we got married. It was kind of a quick QC. Product arrives in the receiving dock, checked and approved, up to the kitchen, good recipe cooked. And what is the result of the recipe? May I have Wolfram and Wolfram come in? We hear the ministers, planning committees, talk about family planning and this and that. But how do you have a well-rounded life? It could be like this. In the morning, 7 o'clock, Get up, you're late to work. Your coffee is ready, and you're rushed off at 7:30. But when the same person welcomes you at midnight, after a full day away, with open arms, waits up for you, and says, "Welcome home, darling. Would you like a drink?" Wakes up for you, waits up for you. Well, that's commitment. Working. When you work, the hours fly. But when you raise your kids, and you wait, you make everything happen throughout your life. Well, that's commitment. I want to say thank you to Suri, to Wolfram and Wolfhard, for being part of my family and my life and for putting up with me. Obviously, I'm not going to talk that I have to put up with them too, but that's a different story. But to me, success is to have them in my life. To me, success is also in the companies that we have, the people that started to put reality into a dream. What started 10 years and I was thinking about 6 months ago. One extremely well-known GM looked at my first name card and started laughing. Not exactly encouraging. Toughest thing for me to leave Ruffles was the exit interview. And Eric would laugh. They used to have half an hour, 1 hour brainwashing sessions. But after 3.5 hours trying to get an exit interview to change your mind, there was something else. When you're 42, you give up the best job in the world, good salary, all the benefits, everything you want. You have a little rascal, just a couple of years old. Another one that goes through a teenage midlife crisis. A wife at home who thinks you're nuts, but who stands by you and say, okay, go through it. And then you start a dream. And then come the people that support us. Some of you right here never missed a single heartbeat in support. Now to me, that's commitment. I'm aware I'm not the easiest person to work with at times. I can be a bit of a handful. And like a well-known friend once said to me, Jesus, you're the only one that can go to a client and give him a hard time and kick him where it hurts. But why? When somebody comes to us and entrusts us with something, we have a responsibility. That responsibility, whether it's in a consultancy business, in a publishing business, or otherwise, does not always mean you have to agree with your desires. You pay us to tell you the bad news as well. And that's tough. My perfect world is one where Peter is known as the nicest guy on this earth. Happy, content, loving family, great friends. But frankly speaking, the world is not like that. I've survived 10 years, and I've survived because of all of you. Everyone around here. And I know Otto, we've fought battles for a long time, but it was these battles that brought the best out of everyone and made the Singapore Chefs Association what it is. I would have never thought that Eric would one day be the president of the SCA. But you know something, Eric? You're one hell of a president. The Singapore chefs should be proud to have you as a chefs. Congratulations. I don't think what happened tonight will really sink in for another day or two. But I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed by my team members, Francis, who just left, Matthew, Rajan, Nathan, Corinne, Esther, all these guys that worked for me for years. And I should say, I'm humbled to have you work for me. And I hope I can be a better boss in the future. Having said that, have no illusions. The boss is still the boss. I'm humbled by the fact that Singapore Tourism Board is well presented here tonight. I don't know how many times I thought, not only do they kick me out of the office, but they revoke my permanent residency and they throw me out of the country. And I don't know whether that's an omen that I have STB on one side and American Express on the other side. But I think we have some work to do. All the people that work with me, and I shouldn't say for me, all the people that make it happen, that's what make me drive, that's what make me work. For me, I only want to see one thing. Every chef that ever worked for me, not only become an executive chef, he become a better chef than I ever was. Tony, Leon, Louis, the whole mafia sitting there, as always, chefs always sit together. To all our clients and partners in crime, Philip Wu with a big smile, we're going to help you make a nice presentation if you come back to WGS. William, Andrew of Tung Lok, you guys are our heroes, and he makes the darn best chili sauce in any Thai restaurant there is. There's only one problem. Before I get to it, Madame already cleared it up. So I have to put in a permanent subscription. Chefs that are larger than life, like Angelo Zanelli, who just does not know how to say no. If there's a cry for help or for support, he will always be there. You and your lovely wife, we are privileged to know you. We thank you for everything you're doing for us. Andrew keeps looking at me in hope. Let's go through next year and let's see what it happens. Alice, I know there's plenty more wine where it's supposed to be. We'll settle it. Antonio, after all these years, I'm privileged to have you as my client and to allow us to work for you. Just don't bargain on the fees so much. I got enough challenges in Singapore. No names. American Express, Sanjay, Sujit, and everybody in the team. You've been such fantastic supporters. I get a lot of credit for Welcome Summit, but if we wouldn't have you to help us make it happen, it wouldn't happen. So we want to say thank you for believing in the food and beverage industry. You guys are our heroes. Just make sure that the restaurants don't complain that Amex charges so much in the transaction. These black guys here, they really look bad, but they aren't really that bad. After all, if I ever get my second bike again, my wife has an opinion. She thinks I have only one backside. I'm only allowed to have one bike. But I miss my second bike. Richard and his two friends, we have done this now, I think, for almost 15 years. It's a love for life, and Harley Davidson it is, no matter what car we are driving, even if they make bikes too. Somebody on the end who is very quiet in a light blue shirt, somebody we have known since we moved to Singapore in '82, 24 years. Heinrich Grafe, your kids, my kids, born at the same time. You remember the good times, Singapore Hilton? It's beautiful to have such long-lasting relationships. We're very grateful. The whole San Pellegrino Mafia here, not quite complete. You have not missed a beat in the magazine. We are thankful. We really are. Rito, Wang Mahal, Arthur, your team, 1 degree 15. I did expect the yacht tonight, but it's okay, it can come later. Brian from the Hyatt and the whole Hyatt team over there, the Shangri-La and Valrhona and Philip and Gottfried. You know, Otto, when you were talking about competition in the old days, I remember my first encounter with Gottfried in 1984. Me too. And I'm surprised we actually talked today. One of the best pastry chefs in the world, and I have to be careful because Kenny is not sitting too far. These two are the cream of the crop when it comes to pastries, cakes, and other goodies. Mr. Chong. Yes, sir. We cooked chicken rice together in 1982. In 2006, we still cook chicken rice together. Working in Singapore together, working in Shanghai together, working in Taipei together, Singapore twice again, Ruffles. Man, there's something about us. Just can't let go. Jonathan, right now, quiet in a light blue shirt. Somebody we have known since we moved to Singapore in '82. 24 years. Heinrich Grafe, your kids, my kids, born at the same time. You remember the good times, Singapore Hilton? It's beautiful to have such long-lasting relationships. We're very grateful. The whole San Pellegrino Mafia here, not quite complete. You have not missed a beat in the magazine. We are thankful. We really are. Rito, Wang Mahao, Arthur, your team, 1 degree 15. I did expect the yacht tonight, but it's okay, it can come later. Brian from the Hyatt and the whole Hyatt team over there, the Shangri-La and Valrona and Philip and Gottfried. You know, Otto, when you were talking about competition in the old days, I remember my first encounter with Gottfried in 1984. Me too. And I'm surprised we actually talked today. One of the best pastry chefs in the world, and I have to be careful because Kenny is not sitting too far. These two are the cream of the crop when it comes to pastries, cakes, and other goodies. Mr. Chong. Yes, sir. We cooked chicken rice together in 1982. In 2006, we still cook chicken rice together. Working in Singapore together, working in Shanghai together, working in Taipei together, Singapore twice again, Ruffles. Man, there's something about us. Just can't let go. Jonathan, right next, sitting to this beautiful PR young lady. What Jonathan? Because he has contracts, advertising contracts. You know the game tonight, right? You're not allowed to leave until you sign 1 year, 6 issues.
Yes, I got it.
Laura, a friend from 1982, from food to wine, and still going strong. Most expensive birthday dinner I ever cooked. Cost me a handful. Eric from Nestle keeps the flag flying high. I think our Unilever, our friends, already disappeared. And of course STB. All the chefs, you did a fantastic job. I saw everybody eating with gusto and enjoying your meals. Be proud of what you are and what you represent. From Thailand, from India, I can't call that German sausages, but you know, it does have a German flavor to it. You tried very hard. But last but not least, Christoph, Kwan, you're real heroes. One for having a vision and making it reality. Christopher, you're not too bad for a French, you know. You did rather well, and you should be very proud. One, you're very lucky to have such a competent man in your team. But at the end of the day, it's not a single person. It is everybody here that makes things happen. I'm grateful to all of you, in every capacity, for allowing me to make things happen. But sorry to say, more important than any one of you is a girl that has pledged her life to me and vice versa. I'm privileged to have this young lady as a partner, no matter how much we disagree, but occasionally she is quite right. And to Wolfram and Wolfhard, thank you too. Ladies and gentlemen, I very, very much appreciate what you have done. You really know how to wind up that old clock, huh? And I thought I can slow down. There cannot be any bigger motivator to go for another 10 to 20 years than to something like this. Darren was joking. He said Otto knew him since he was 13. I knew him when he had Pampers on. And I must say, he doesn't do too bad a job. Not bad at all. Darren, thank you very much. Thank you everybody for allowing me to be part of this tonight. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Such is the measure of the man that he takes it upon himself to thank everybody here, which makes me grateful that we didn't have a guest list of 120. Otherwise we're here till tomorrow morning. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, will you please give Peter a round of applause? Thank you very much indeed. The evening will carry on now, but I think also that I just want to take a moment to highlight something very, very quickly. I have close links with F&B through most of my life, but my world is the world of media, and in any production, we always say the people who are behind the production sometimes never get recognized. I don't think many of us realize this, but this is an excellent, top-notch facility. It is, at the end of the day, though, a school, not a five-star property. For them to put together something like this is not something they do on a regular basis. So as someone who's involved in productions a lot, I know what it must take to put together an event of this nature. So I just want to ask everyone right now to join me in thanking Christoph Megel and his entire team of people at Sunrice here. Thank you very much, everyone. We had a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we will continue to have a wonderful evening. Please, no more speeches, no more presentations, but the evening will go on. So can we have the music, please, once again, gentlemen? All right.
Always advantage of
and then after that we're going to get him to go on. That's right.
Thank God here.
Right? Thank you.
Chateau de Knipp.